There it is. All right. So you see how at the bottom it says live and it's like
Yeah.
it's blue. It's got the counter. Whenever that's counting, that's how you know you're live.
Okay.
All right. So now on the very left of this, you see this green box. That green box is how well your connection is to your stream. So as long
This
as it's
one.
green, yes, as long
Okay.
as that box is green, that means that your stream is running perfectly fine
Okay.
on YouTube. If it starts turning yellow or orange or something like that, then that means that there's a problem with the internet or something.
So this is on YouTube now. What we're doing.
I'm about to check.
I
I'm
need to check
about
it
to
while
check.
we're on here.
Because I'm going to go to your YouTube channel.
Shouldn't I be able to see my face?
Yeah, you are live right now. I'm listening to myself explain to you about the box right now, about the green box.
Okay. So I'm confused. What I want to do is I want to see. I won't be
I
able
know.
to.
I'm about to get you there, man. I promise you. All right. So we needed to make sure that your stream was set up and that
Okay.
you can go live. You're live now. So now we're doing the second part.
I'm
Now
live
minimize.
audio.
You're live video audio on YouTube right now. I'm looking at it.
Can I see it?
I can share
How
my
do you
screen,
see
I
it?
guess, if you want.
Yeah, because I thought it would be. I thought I would show up on OBS.
Well, no, so this is the thing. Always remember that OBS is streaming your screen. So whatever you're seeing it on your screen is what OBS is going to see. That's why you have to set. That's why these things need to be set up, so that when you do your podcast, for example, everything is already going to be like that. You're not going to have OBS up. It's going to be minimized while you're streaming. So this is so everything that you're doing right now is to make sure that you don't have to pull it back up again. I'm trying to make sure that but I promise it's all going to make sense very soon.
Yeah, I'm not
All right.
slow, so I should be able to understand it. I was
No, I'm
probably.
not saying. I don't think you're slow either.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no,
saying that it's
no,
going
no.
to
I'm
be.
just saying. I was thinking that OBS kind of operated once you set it all up. It kind of operated like the Facebook Live thing we just did, where I could see your face and my face. But what you're
It,
saying
it,
is,
it is going to
what?
work that way, but that's why I'm streaming my screen right now. So minimize OBS, just really quick. Okay. Now I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
Mm-hmm.
You can stop sharing your screen now, and that's what's going to make it make sense. I promise you.
Wait a minute. Where am I sharing my screen from? Hold on.
You see where it says stop. You were just hover. There you go. You did it. All right. So what's going to end up happening now? You can maximize the screen like on your laptop. So maximize the call that we're having right now.
Mm-hmm. I
Like
did.
make it the biggest. All right. So after you do that, um, on your phone, open up Unchained Perspective YouTube channel. You got YouTube on your phone, right?
Yeah.
All right. And just do all of this while this screen is up. So it's because I'm looking, I can't really see right now
Oh, one watching.
because your
One. Oh,
screen,
that's you.
that's me. Your stream is behind a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you're okay. So go back to Facebook.
Okay. All right.
All right. If you go back to Facebook, you see
On
that little small white arrow at the bottom
on my laptop or on my phone.
on your laptop.
I have to minimize this.
The Facebook call. The Facebook call.
Go back to the Facebook call. Are we still on the call?
We should be. Your screen should be right now on the call. If you can see my face, then we're on the call.
Okay, I see it.
Do you see the small little white chevron arrow at the bottom right?
Mm-mm.
So at the bottom right of your screen, because I can't see your camera. That's why I'm asking you. Your camera's not on your actual stream. I'm trying to see if I can pull that up.
That.
But oh, actually, I can see your mouse. No, all right. So you pull the call back up. You just minimize the call. So you want to pull it back up.
I didn't minimize anything. I don't know what to do.
All right, now because like I said, your stream is behind by a lot. So what you're doing right now is not what's automatically being broadcast on the screen. It's
All right.
lagging by like 30 seconds.
Right.
So
Okay.
now that you're on the call, where your arrow is, right? You just did it actually. You just opened up your camera. So that's what I wanted you to do. That little small white arrow opens up your camera. So now,
This one right here.
yeah, the one that you just opened, like you can
Okay.
see your face now, right?
Right.
Right. So now, this is what I wanted to show you. So if you look on your phone, I don't know why your camera just went away, but if you were to look on your phone while your camera was up, you'd be able to see me and you speaking to each other. And if that is what you want your podcast to be, then you probably wouldn't be using Facebook. You'd probably be using another thing like Zoom or something like that, but it would be essentially the same thing. As long as you pull the video call up and you're just doing the video call as normal, like you pull it up and I can see your face, and you can see your face, and you can see my face, and everybody's face can be seen on your screen. It's going to be the same thing that everybody else can see when you're streaming.
Am I supposed to be streaming now on Facebook?
You are stream. Well, you don't know, not on Facebook. I don't know if this program allows you to stream to multiple places at once, and if it does, then I don't know
But
how
I'm
to do that.
streaming right now on.
But you are
on
streaming right
YouTube.
now on YouTube. So what are you confused about now that we've gotten to this part?
I don't know.
Well, what kind of questions do you have?
All right. Let's see if we can.
Like, there's no dumb questions.
Can
You
we?
just ask me whatever you want.
I'm confused to why. Okay, so even though I'm on a Facebook call with you, it's streaming on YouTube. Okay, because
You know
I have it
why?
configured to stream on YouTube.
Yes.
Okay,
Your
so I get
OBS is configured to stream to your YouTube channel.
So if I open up a Zoom meeting, do I open up OBS first and then hit on start streaming and then open up the Zoom meeting, or I open up the Zoom meeting, get everything together for the Zoom meeting, and then open up your OBS and hit streaming?
Yes. You would, for example, call the person that you're going to call. You probably have like an introductory conversation, like, "Hey, we're going to talk about this, that, or third, or whatever." Or if they're your friend, you just shoot the joint, and then after that, or while you're doing it, because this is what I do when I stream. Like, I'll hit my friend up, John. I'll be like, "Yo, John, you trying to play a video game?" He'll be like, "Sure." We'll both get in the Discord. He's like, "Are you ready?" I'm like, "No, just give me a second. Setting up my stream. I'm putting a title on my stream.
All right, so
setting
I
it
need
up."
to stop this live streaming on YouTube, right? Because
Not
people are
necessarily
probably
right.
watching me.
So what? It doesn't really matter. I mean, at the end of the day,
Does
you want
matter.
people to be watching.
Yes.
You want people to watch you. You want people to, no matter, even if it's just stuff like this, you want people to see you. You want people to see the real you. You want people to see the production you. You want people to see you. Mostly the point is that when you, like you said, you set up your Zoom meeting, you call like your Kevin Samuels, y'all are on the phone, and then you open up OBS. You make sure that the same, like I said, you make sure that the same thing that you're seeing is what you want other people to see. So if you're looking at your screen and you're seeing you and whoever you're talking to on the screen and y'all are talking and that's what you want your podcast to look like, then you're doing it right. So
So
you just
after
click
I
start.
start streaming, I would minimize OBS because it's doing what it's supposed to do and bring up the Zoom screen.
Yep, you would just do everything as you would normally do it. Because once you click start streaming, OBS is doing its job. It does. You don't. The only time you'd have to open OBS back up is if you're stopping the stream.
Okay, so OBS,
Or
like I
if you-
said,
if
does
you-
not show pictures and face and all that stuff.
No, it just streams your screen.
Okay, gotcha. Now I understand. I thought that
Yeah.
OBS was kind of like Zoom. Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
no. Yeah. OBS is like its own thing. That's why I called it the Open Broadcaster System. That's why I guess they call it that, is because it doesn't do anything else except for stream your screen.
Okay,
That's it.
got it. So I could just call Cody downstairs on his laptop through a Zoom, and we could have our podcast like that.
Yeah.
Now,
Or,
what
I mean,
stops the lag?
if you only have the same. The lag is not something that you can really stop per se. Because the only reason it was a little relevant now is because I was trying to like instruct you when there's a lag, it's obviously going to be a little difficult to. But the lag is something that people aren't even going to notice because, for example, they're watching you, so
Right.
it's happening real time to them no matter what.
Right.
Whether it's 30 seconds in the past or not, they're never going to know. Unless
Okay.
they're
All right.
in like a Discord call.
I'll try it with Cody tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, you got everything set up right now. You're streaming right now, and I'm looking at it. And like I said, I'm on your screen. You're on the screen. You might want to. There's, like I said, it's not perfect yet, obviously, but you can make it perfect for what you want it to be over time. Like, You know, those things. My stream setup has changed a billion times over the years. I didn't have a fire thing like 6 months ago. You know, I had something completely different. So as you keep going, it's gonna just keep changing. But at the end of the day, certain things like, for example, your like taskbar at the bottom, you probably don't want people to see that, you know. But you can easily get rid of that. All you'd have to do is just change it from, you know, displaying your screen. Like when you do your Zoom meetings, it's gonna be a lot simpler, honestly, because you can set up your source to be the Zoom program. And so when Zoom is open, even if OBS is up and you're looking at OBS, the only thing OBS is going to be looking at is Zoom. And you can set it up to be that way.
Okay.
But that's like a bit more specific. So,
Okay.
like when you do your Zoom meetings, it's going to be a lot simpler, honestly, because you can set up your source to be the Zoom program.
All right, I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it.
You see how great of a voice I have?
Yeah, you do. You should be on your own podcast.
Very productified by tone.
You know what? I think it was built through being on the phones with Bank of America.
Yeah, with white people.
Yes. All right, me and Corey gonna have a podcast. Cody gonna have a podcast tonight.
You should. Like I said, it's all set up for you. Cody would probably be able to do that extra stuff for you, like just set up, because Cody. I'm pretty sure Cody knows how to
Do
use
I need to have my microphone in front of the camera so I look professional?
The only reason mine is like that, I really don't like it because it actually gets in my way.
I like it. I like the way it makes you look.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
I would much rather it have, like, I wish I had something that could be like, I want something that comes over the top.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
But I don't have enough money for that. I want to buy like, I got on my Amazon wish list like $1,500 worth of.
I guess I would have to move my camera, because your camera is like has your face, but but your microphone is like right in front of your face. Except
that's what I'm saying.
Your camera
is like over here.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I got two screens. This is my second screen.
Okay.
That I'm pointing at right now. My camera is on top of that screen.
Okay.
The only reason it's not on top of this screen is because if I put it up here and I'm streaming, you can see everything in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Even through back there, and I didn't want that to be all on my stream. So
I have a camera downstairs that I have a Logitech camera downstairs. So
I bought this one off of Amazon. This is a 1080p HD. Boy, it was like $70. So that's not expensive though.
Yeah.
Cool camera.
Oh, I gotta send. Did I send that guy that Zoom link? I hope I did.
You could honestly, I mean, I don't know if y'all got like any NDA or DMCA stuff with your job or whoever you're going to speak with in terms of your meeting, but low key, without them ever knowing, you could test it out with this Zoom meeting. I would do that if I really didn't know.
No, because he is a elected official, so I wouldn't do that.
Oh yeah, no.
Unless he's running.
I thought it was just like a person at your job.
No, he's running for. This guy he's running for Prince George's County. He's executive, so I'm going to record it, but I'm only going to record it as far as for transition and for my interview.
Well, you could at least try to use OBS for that, because you can still record it. You don't have to live stream it, but clicking start record is a lot less complex than start stream, because you don't need a stream key to record. It literally just starts recording your screen, and once it's done, it's just going to save it to like a folder on your computer.
Yeah, no. So I have a app called Rev.com.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, you got your job,
and it records my interviews, and when I hit transcribe, it'll transcribe. Even though I have to pay for it, it'll transcribe it so I can use those notes for my article.
Oh, well, yeah, I didn't know that. I think so. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe I'll call you when me and Cody start. I don't know. I'm gonna see if Cody will do it with me tonight. But I really want to get my microphone like in the picture, because I think that's just cute.
Well, you got your little.
But I don't want to cover. Huh?
You got your little pop filter right there. I mean, you can see it.
I don't
I
want
can
to
see
cover
it.
my face though.
Excuse me.
So I
I'm
think
telling you, I would much rather have like if I could just sound like this, but not have the microphone right in front of my face. I would just have it like that. Like I would love that. I don't really like having the microphone right here. I think it's distracting from my face personally.
but you can see your face. I gotta look around.
You can, but I can see your face too, though.
But you can hear me. That's another thing. You can hear me.
I think that might be like the perfect spot for it.
Yeah, you
Right
can hear
there.
me because it's definitely picking up what I'm saying. I don't have to, you know. We'll see. Cause I really want to get a what you call it? It's called a step and repeat.
What is that?
It is a backdrop that has your logo on it. So I would put my logo and then the name, like the girl holding the microphone. I would put that in one square, and then Unchained Perspectives in another square, and it would just step and repeat, step and repeat.
Oh, it would just keep like flashing, I guess.
No, it would just go girl title, girl title, girl title.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
No, they got programs that do that too, but they also have people that make them. But I want to see what, because I would like it to have it in the back of me, where I could just pull it up, and you can see it when I'm streaming instead of seeing my TV and my.
Well, you can get stuff like that for your chair, and it would just be like you can literally get a green screen. Like it'll be a thing that it'll be like a cover, like kind of like a cover for like a couch, but you put it on the chair back. I don't know if you see my chair back, but you put it on here, and it would fan up and around like that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like you can
Yeah.
pull it like, or I guess from this side you pull it up and around, and it would be like a big green circle behind your chair. So
Where do you get
can
that?
set that up. You can get it on Amazon.
What's it called? Green chair, green
I would
screen.
type in chair green screen. They got plenty of types. There's circle types. They got square types, big ones, small ones.
And then how do you project on it what you want?
So a green screen is a little bit more complex again because a green screen is not really about the screen itself. It's about the color of the screen because you are keying out all green from your screen. And what that means is that your OBS is going to take everything that's green and it's going to basically act like it doesn't exist. And so what that's going to do is that it's going to make it so that whatever's on your green screen is going to be basically your desktop as a neutral step. Because again, as you can see my face right now, if everything behind me was green and I had a green screen working, the only thing you'd truly be able to see within my camera is me.
Okay.
And I guess if I had like not a green shirt on, obviously, but everything else is gonna, like I said, it's not gonna just get rid of it. It's gonna act like it doesn't exist. So it's gonna literally just be me and everything that's not me and everything that's all right. So it's gonna be me and everything that's green is just gonna be changed to my computer screen. Now, what you can do with that is you can take it and so you can make it so that everything that's green is actually a video or actually a GIF or actually, anything else, right? So instead of it being the desktop, you can change that to something else. That's how they make movies. You know what I mean? When they put people in like these crazy big, like fantastical backdrops, it's just a person in front of a green screen. And on that green screen, they're projecting, not really projecting, but turning the green into whatever 3D world that they actually created. And they're just putting that, and they're telling the computer to say everything that's green is really this.
Okay.
But that's why I said it's a bit more complex because once you have it set up, it's set up like it's not really much that you can do to change it.
But you can't do. I couldn't do that. Have the green screen, and have us on the thing at the same time.
You can because that's what OBS is about. OBS is about.
You tell it. You tell it. Whatever's green, make it this. Got
yes.
it. Okay, got
that's
it.
what OBS does.
Okay.
And so while me and you are seeing like everything normally, when you're streaming it to like, YouTube, the stream is going to see whatever you programmed OBS to show it. So if you got a motorcycle in the back on your green screen and that's just what you want them to see,
okay,
then that's what they're going to see.
Okay, let me get my cord. My battery went low on my computer. Hold on. Okay, I understand that now. All right, so maybe I'll look that up. Maybe I'll look up the share green screen and try to get my logo on the green screen. Now, does it proportion the size and all that too?
Well, that is something that you would have to set up in regards to like the perspective of your camera
Okay.
and stuff like that, because my camera is a little close to me, so me setting up a green screen wouldn't be that difficult because I wouldn't really have to cover much area. Whereas you have like a very, and I got a corner too, so it's like,
Yeah.
but you got like a wide open back.
But if
in
I
the-
get the one that goes up around like this,
Right, you would have to get one that is, so you'd have to get one that would cover that area, but also like you can't really be doing a whole bunch of swiveling and stuff like that in the chair. If you get up, it's gonna kind of basically remove it. It's not gonna break it or anything, but when the green screen moves, it's gonna change the way that the computer's seeing the green because of the way that the light hits it and stuff like
Right.
that. So you got to set up lighting and stuff for that too, to that degree as well. So you might need to get like a ring light or something so that
I got a ring light.
so when you make the ring light white, it's gonna really pop out the green because it's gonna be reflecting off of that. And then when it's reflecting off of that, that reflection is gonna go into the camera, go into the computer. The computer's gonna be like, "This is super green. Get rid of it." And then that's how you're gonna do it. And so as long as you can kind of keep the perspective of your green screen really in the perspective of your camera, then and you're sitting still, and just talking to people, then there's nothing that's going to mess it up. Once it's set up, it's just going to be set up. And if you want to change it, then you would just have to change it accordingly. Like if you have it set up as like your logo, but let's say you change your logo and you get like some super professional artist to do it. Now you need to change it. And then you just go through the process of doing the same steps, just adding in your new logo. Because you can make a green screen that it would be really pointless, honestly, but you could make a green screen for just having your logo. But in that degree, you could really just program your logo into the broadcast anyway. You know what I mean? So you wouldn't really need a
the
green.
back of it, like you did the fire.
Right. Like, not even just that, but like, even right now, I don't have any overlay over my head right now. So, or my camera, for example, if I wanted to put for OBS, like if I wanted to just put like some type of like halo or something like that, like over my head.
Do it.
You know what? I can't do that on Facebook, but
Oh.
that's the point, is that Facebook is not made for that. That's what OBS is for. OBS is made for not just streaming your screen, but also specifying it, customizing it to look the way that you want to. If I wanted to put a little dancing bear at the bottom of my stream, I could. It would never show up on my actual screen. But I would never be looking at the bear unless I open up OBS. But when other people watch my stream, since it's a combination of all the things that OBS is putting together and then just outputting to whatever you're streaming to, that's what they're going to see. There's a lot of different, if you go to Twitch, you could probably, not to say that you'd ever be interested in it, but just in terms of the streaming aspect, if you go to Twitch and just explore around, just look at other people's stream, you'll see what I'm talking about, how people have little widgets and like little people like doing stuff, or when somebody gets a subscriber, it'll pop up and make a noise like boom, 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 and it'll say like.
But most of them have two screens, right? Most of them have two screens where they can do what they want to pop up on one screen through OBS and still have your pictures up like this. Because it wouldn't make sense if I had to always minimize it. Can you still see me?
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say, is that right now, so the same way as if you minimize OBS, if you're streaming, I don't know if you stopped your stream or not, but if you're streaming,
I don't know how to stop it.
Well, that means you're still streaming, so that's excellent. If you
you have to go to OBS because that little light is on. Okay.
Yeah, if you minimize OBS though, even though you minimized